Don't let it ever be said that I don't give the people what they want. This episode of my diary is about piss. The voice drop on piss. I'm also looking really butch today because I'm wearing a shirt that I stole from someone who is considerably smaller than me. But actually looks quite good. I don't know very much about Simple Plan though, so unfortunately this shirt looking good on me does mean I might have to listen to Simple Plan. Which I'm sure, they're probably great. I trust the taste of the person I stole this from. I promise piss. No, toilets. It's the trans toilet episode. Crazy that we've been doing this for 80 days and I'm just now talking about toilets. Because it seems like that's what everyone wants to talk about, you know? Trans girls in the ladies' bathroom. What's next? Washing your hands is what's next. I have been increasingly finding it harder to go into the men's bathroom, which is odd. This is actually something that I never expected to be a thing for me. Like, I've never really cared that much, but it's now, like, back in the NB days, I could convince myself it didn't really matter, but now it does feel like I'm actively misgendering myself every time I go into the men's bathroom. And I think it's because, you know, as I'm going a little bit further, I'm like, I'm still not surprised that people look at me and they see a guy. But I feel like I'm adding a dose of androgyny to this. And I was feeling, you know, feeling fun today. I just had my laser hair appointment. I say just a few hours before. So I'm not wearing any makeup because I don't want to irritate my skin. When I am wearing makeup, I like going into the, like, I don't like going into the men's bathroom even more. I'm personally not too worried about my own danger in the men's bathroom. I've been femme presenting in the men's bathroom for a long time. And you know, there are people smaller than me. I'm not a tiny person. So the idea that I might get anything other than words thrown at me is low. Anyway, today I was playing chess with my chess club, and we are in a different venue. We first started meeting in a very, like, queer specific venue, and the one we're in now, you know, they're very kind, they're very friendly, but it's not like a queer bar. So I went and asked, you know, I needed to pee. And they had a men's bathroom and a women's bathroom. And to be clear, most of the time I use unisex bathrooms at work. There's unisex bathrooms. Like, they have men's, women's, and unisex, just because it's like a co-working space. When I'm out and about, usually I'll try and use unisex. There's a really good cinema in, like, the center of town, in my city, which has unisex bathrooms in it. So if I'm out in town, I'll try and go there if I need to pee. But I'm in this pub, there's 2 bathrooms, and I need to go. And I ask the person who's running, like, who runs chess club, sort of discreetly, I'm like, hi, do you know if the bathrooms here are safe? And I think this was the point of making this video, was she said to me, you know, I can go with you. I can take you in there. Like, it's a small bathroom, there's 2 stalls. She was like, I need to pee too, it's fine, I'll come with you. And that felt really good. I was really worried, like, going in there by myself. I was like, what if I go in there and there's, like, a queue of cis women? And they're like, oh, you're in the wrong place. And I'm like, sorry. And I went in, and I peed, and I washed my hands, and I left. And it mattered. And I wish it didn't matter. I wish I could tell you that I did it and it didn't matter to me at all, but it made my night better in a way that it would have been worse if I hadn't. I mean, it would have been worse if I hadn't gone to the bathroom. I would have peed myself. But going into the women's bathroom, doing it with a girlfriend who was like supportive. If you have the privilege, dubious privilege, but the privilege of knowing that you will be safe when you use a gendered bathroom, and you have trans people in your life who are not so sure, or even if you just feel safer, if you are just in a place where you can offer it, frankly, going in pairs is safer anyway. If you can, and one of your friends comes to you and is scared, make that offer. And it makes a difference. So I guess that's my take on the bathroom thing. Like, it's not the biggest trans issue, I guess, but like, it's nice not having to misgender yourself to pee, and it's something we can offer to our friends. So yeah, that is the piss episode. I'm pretty sure I'm just going to make the text on my thumbnail piss. And we'll see what that does for the analytics. Oh, the only other thing was hang on. You get to see my empty chair for a second. I bought a crap ton of stickers. Like, I bought these like a month ago. I'm gonna be putting trans stickers on everything. I love you very much. Bye.